And Christy, I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm recording.
Okay, perfect. Yay! Thank you. Save the day. Okay, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Team SIGFIT weekly call. My name is Astrid Novak. I am a 2-star Diamond Beachbody coach, and I am super excited to have a special guest speaker here with us this evening, the fabulous Melissa McAllister. And I have learned, unless I have everything written down about her and her accomplishments, I should just not say anything at all. So with that said, we want to maximize whatever time that I ended up wasting and giving it to her so that she can talk to us a little bit about coach recruiting and how we can help grow our team. So Melissa.
Yay, everybody. I've just been sitting here all night, and I look forward to speaking with you guys because it's like I'm speaking to my people. I know your faces. And I wanted to congratulate you, Astrid, on hitting 2-star. That's a big deal. Did you open your second business center yet?
Brittany and I are meeting on Friday to figure it all out.
Okay, good for you. Because, you know, that's one thing that I can say, and I always tell all of my coaches, I have so many coaches that want to make this their full-time career. And it is a golden moment when you hit 2-star because it's when you honestly get to duplicate all your efforts. You are literally duplicating all your efforts, and it's something to strive for. So I'm excited you have a leader that is paving the way to do that because Diamond is cool, but there's not a lot of money in Diamond. 1-star is cool because you're a star Diamond, but the magic happens at 2-star Diamond. So I know I don't have a lot of time, and I tend to get on my soapboxes, so I'll get started. But I wanted to share with you guys really quick one thing that I always like to share in these calls with people, and I may have shared at the Houston Super Sunday with you guys that were there. But the reason I joined as a Beachbody coach 7.5 years ago was because I didn't want to be left out. That was genuinely the only reason why I joined. I was fit. My husband had a really good job. We were doing okay, or so I thought. But all of my friends were becoming coaches, and I didn't want to be left behind. And so when you talk to people about this opportunity, I always want you to keep that in the back of your head, because some people will tell you that they're happy with their fitness routine, right? They eat well, they run, they love to run, they like to go to the gym. And then there's other people that will say, you know, I have a career that I love. Cool. But don't forget to mention the wonderful community and culture that comes from what we do. And putting yourself around some exceptionally happy people. We are the happiest people on the planet. It just makes life better. And what I think people, especially women who work jobs that might be lonely, or they're stay-at-home moms whose husbands have great careers, but they're at home alone and don't have a lot of adult conversations, long and yearn for, you know, adult relationships with people that are just like them. And I think that's a really, really important part that a lot of people miss out on. And some of the best coaches, myself included, you know, I'm a pretty successful coach, and I didn't have to join this because I had bills to pay. And I didn't join to be a coach because I had weight to lose. It's because I just wanted to be a part of a community of people that I liked. So don't ever forget that part if you're speaking with somebody about recruiting and they give you those objections. You know, okay, so you've got a great career, you've got a 6-pack, but do you have good relationships with people? Do you have once a week where you get on a call with people and you guys get to laugh at the administrator who doesn't know how to find the record button? I mean, that's cool. I mean, you guys are all going to go to bed laughing at Astrid. That's cool. But don't forget that part of what we do, because I think that's really, really important. And me joining, just for that reason, it kind of started off as a hobby for me. And I invited people over to my house to do a turbo jam workout with me and to commit to doing the turbo meal plan. And so it was kind of my first challenge. And I got a taste of what it was like to help people total package wise, I was always helping people in the gym, taking them through a 1 hour class and getting them sweaty and letting them leave and go through the McDonald's drive-thru. I didn't know what they were doing, but this was more encompassing. And I knew that they were doing the workouts at home. They were drinking the amazing meal replacement shake that we had, and they were doing this meal plan, and they saw crazy good results. And that just filled my heart. And it was my first taste of really being able to be a part of someone changing their lives for the better on a more holistic level, not just going to the gym for an hour and sweating, which I tell people this all the time. That's hardly any of your weight loss. You're going to lose your weight by your nutrition, not by how hard you sweat. And so I just loved it. And I would have done it for free, and I still would do it for free. But that was my first taste of being able to really help people. And my husband still had his job as a stay-at-home mom, except for the classes I taught. And so I just kept doing these little challenge groups. And my paychecks would take little bumps here and there. They'd go from $14 to $22 to $56. And I was like, cool, I was filling up the gas tank, and, I was able to buy some groceries here or there, and I could take the kids to the movie all by myself without having to ask for money, which was a big deal for a stay-at-home wife. If I wanted a pair of tennis shoes, I could afford to buy my own tennis shoes. So that was just a really cool feeling and a taste of being able to do things for myself. I just kept doing it. I was religious with it. I don't think I work a whole lot harder now where the level I'm at as I did then. It's just been consistent for the last 7.5 years. Anyway, the paychecks started getting pretty good. So good to the fact that I actually had to go, okay, I guess I have to tell my husband how much I'm making because I had my own separate checking account, and I was just kind of putting the money in the bank, and then I was like, well, this is getting kind of ridiculous. I probably should let him know. And so I shared with him how these weekly checks were coming in, and he was blown away. And that's when we had a serious talk. It's time to see if we can bring you home. And for time restraint, that's what we did. I was given a physical number that I needed to come up with in order to be able to pay all of the bills that he felt comfortable coming home. It was a lot. We were living large. So it was a big number. But knowing that number, it took me about 6 to 9 months to be able to reach that, and I brought him home. And he's been home now for over 3 years. And it's just the best thing I could have done. He's like a little boy now. Every day, he's just such a happy man. And where he was miserable before, working 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. So this business has just been such a blessing for us. But what I wanted to share with you today was recruiting and how to recruit. For 7 years, 99% of my recruiting has come from my challenge groups. And if a coach has come from outside of my challenge groups, most of the time they're not successful. Because what I have found is the most successful coaches have been brought through our system, right? They've gone through a challenge group, they have the product, they're having success with it. And they're just learning that by being successful as a Beachbody customer, they can naturally, organically inspire other people. And so that's how I've recruited. And I have been a very meek recruiter my whole 7.5 years. This will be the 4th year that I'm a top 10 coach. There's only one other coach that's done that, which is Lindsay Matway. And I only recruit about 10 coaches a month, which I think surprises people, because if you look at most of the top 10 right now, they average between 30 to 50 coaches a month. I do 10, and I'm hanging with them. So I want you to right now go, I don't have to recruit 30 to 50 coaches to be as successful as a top 10 coach. Because sometimes I'm telling you, it is about quality and not quantity. You can run your business one of two ways. You can go for quantity and hope that you throw some on the wall and they stick, or you can take the time to get to know people and make them products of the products and invite them to become a coach, knowing that they kind of already know what to do because they've been taught the day that they become a coach, right? So that's completely up to you. And I'm not saying that recruiting 30 to 50 coaches is a bad thing, but I came into this business to change people's lives. And when they sign that dotted line that says, I want to be a coach on Team Made, I take that very personally, and I take a huge amount of responsibility for that because I have the opportunity to change their lives. And I'm not going to bring somebody on that I can't spend time with, giving them the confidence that they need in order to be a successful coach. So my point is that you don't have to recruit a ton of people. And I know right now you're going, gosh, 10 to 15 coaches a month is amazing. That's a lot. And I know it is. That's more than most of my team does. I am the top recruiter of my tens of thousands of coaches, but it's a far cry from 30 to 50. And I think to become a very good recruiter, you have to think about posturing. I'm not the kind of person that's going to tell you, I want you to make a list of 100 people, your mailman, your pharmacist, your dog groomer. I don't personally think you need to do that. I think your job is to really effectively use social media to position yourself so that people feel comfortable coming to you when they have questions about weight loss or building muscle or losing baby weight or toning up or maybe getting some supplemental income, while they're working their full-time job. It's what you do that invites people to come to you and ask you more questions. So when it comes to posting, and I will share with you that sometimes I do use both a like page and a personal page, and I have an Instagram page, okay? I also have a YouTube page that I got a coach from 2 days ago, and I am horrendously embarrassed at my YouTube channel. I will get to that. But I recruited a coach 2 days ago from my horrible YouTube channel. But I use Facebook the most. I've used a personal page for the last almost 7 years. I've been 100% personal page. I have finally given in to Facebook and their bullying and started working my like page about 6 months ago. But I'm still drawn to my personal page, but I do post more on my like page. But when I post on my Facebook, my posts are very thought out because they need to be. I don't want you to post anymore. I'm on my way to the grocery store, need some apples, who cares? Don't do that. People's space is, it's a competitive space, right? And so people will Instagram or Facebook scroll just as quickly as they can, unless there's a very eye-catching picture, or when you start your post, usually you need to start with a very thought-out question. And I'm talking a question that makes people go, is she talking to me? Is she talking directly to me? Because they can relate to your question. I'm going to say, for instance, if this is a good time of the year to say, do you have a holiday party to go to and you find yourself standing in the middle of your closet in tears because nothing fits, right? How many women do that? And it's heartbreaking. And so for you to post that first sentence, you are identifying a struggle, which most women have. The next part of your post is going to be how you relate to that. You were once in that position and you understand what it's like to feel like that. So they feel a connection with you. And then you're going to offer a solution. The solution needs to be vague, but just you putting your hands out there to offer to help somebody, all right? I've been there. I know where you're at. I finally found something that worked for me that didn't feel like a diet. I would love to share with you what worked for me. Message me. something like that. But keep it very vague and get that person off of your Facebook wall so that you can start that forming process and just start asking them a million questions. And what you're doing is forming a relationship. But please do it without any expectation of selling them a product. I really want you to just care about that person, and at the very least, you leave the conversation with them where they have hope that there is something out there that will work for them, because I promise you they'll be back. If that moment is not the moment for them to purchase a challenge pack because you don't understand that she just put $5,000 on a credit card so that she could, put more Christmas gifts on that credit card, we don't know, and people won't tell us that. But you have to be sympathetic, right? And offer a solution and share how it's worked for you or anybody at Beachbody. Use any success story and just leave it at that and just let them know I am here for you when you're ready. I have people come to me 3, 4, 5 years later because they're ready. They were in an unhealthy relationship. They finally got out of that relationship. They're ready to take care of themselves. And who was that one person that took the time to get to know them and offer them help and say, I understand if you're not ready now, but I'm here when you are. They don't forget. They do not forget. And so always just offer help without any expectation of selling anything. We don't sell things, we help people. And by doing those kind of posts on your like page, on Instagram, on your personal page, get you a very, very engaged audience. You need to make some of your posts humorous, of course. You want to make people laugh. They need to be really deep sometimes. And other times they can just be your lifestyle, and that's okay, as long as there's kind of a learning lesson in that lifestyle that you post. Are you watching your kids play soccer and you notice a little boy with some really good team spirit, right? Or you notice one boy being bullied and another boy coming over and defending that kid that's being bullied. I mean, just, put little life lessons in there. People dig that. So whatever you're putting out there that is just about your life, make sure that there's kind of a life lesson behind it, have humor, and then offer to help people in your posts for free, for free. And that always works. I wanted to go back to my YouTube because I do have a horrible channel. I had my social media guy got a hold of my YouTube, and he unlocked a ton of videos that I had private because they were bad. It was like choreography for Pio or choreography for Turbo, and it's really bad form, and I don't have makeup on, and my clothes don't match, and it's really bad. But he unlocked them all, and I've had so many people come to me and say, I found you on YouTube, and I want to join your team because of your videos. And I'm here to tell you, a bad video is better than no video at all. And if you think of somebody who wants to build a business, and I know that was one of the things Astrid said, was how do we find business builders? Think about it. If somebody is a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad or a single person that just lost their job and they want to figure out how to work from home, where are they going to go? They're probably going to go to Google, right? And they're going to type in work from home. Guess what's going to come up? Because Google owns YouTube. A YouTube video is going to come up. So I'm going to give you homework, and Astrid's going to make sure you do it. If you do not have a YouTube video up of why you should become a coach, why you should work from home, how to work from home and get fit, I don't care how you title it, but I want you to title it in a way that, I have my space heater on, now I'm sweating. I want you to title it as if someone were typing in, how do I? That's how you title it, okay? Because it's those keywords. How do I get fit and make money? People will ask that. And I want you to make a horrible video of you explaining what Beachbody has done for you. And I don't care if you're making $14 right now. It's not the point. Are you surrounded by people who hold you accountable to your goals? Are you happier because once a week you get to get together with a bunch of friends and be goofy on a Zoom call? Why are you a coach? You know, what is it about being a coach that you love? Make a video about it. You will be shocked at the people that will find you and comment below or message you, because you need to put your email address in the content, that they found your video. People are on YouTube constantly searching for those kind of things. And so that is a crazy good place for you to find somebody who's looking to build a business. Facebook, people are looking to lose weight, right? And you're going to find customers and you'll find discount coaches. But if you really want to find some business builders, you will put some videos on YouTube. Okay? You guys can even, those of you that are more versed and a little more comfortable in front of video, can make one and share it with your team and say, I want you to copy it. As long as you title it just a little bit different or even the same and let people choose who they like better, you can do that. I used to hate video, and believe it or not, I bought an app for my laptop, a teleprompter. It is legal for you to go onto YouTube and I'm going to pick Melanie Mitro. She has some outstanding videos. To take Melanie Mitro's video, send it to Elance, and for $10, you can have it transcribed, and they will put everything she said in written word. And you can then copy and paste it into this teleprompter and stick it right behind your computer and read the darn thing. And have a perfect video, and you don't have to worry about missing anything or stuttering. You can do it. It's legal. You can transcribe YouTube videos. So if you're so scared to do it, or you keep trying and you always stop it and it keeps you from putting something out there, start there. Go look on YouTube and find a video of could be one of mine. I don't care. You might find a good one. And copy it. Nobody's going to care at all. Nobody should care. I mean, we are a big company of people wanting to help people. And so I'm sure their words aren't all their words either, but that is always an option for you to do. If you want to find business builders, share your story, right? And then always put in there how to. Let them relate to you, and then give them a solution. So promise me that you'll do a video, because that's really an untapped market.
Yes, and actually I'm going to add on to your assignment. So for my team, I'm going to start a thread in our group tonight on bullet points of why you think becoming a coach as a business, and what relationships and everything else that Melissa has said, and bullet point that. And I will be the first one to make a video using all those bullet points as an example for everybody else.
That's fantastic. Good for you. And the first one's the hardest, and please understand that a bad video is better than no video. I can't stress that enough. People won't find you if you're not there, but you will find somebody that connects with you because you're real. And they're not going to, let's use Lindsay Matway. Hello, gorgeous. Some people are intimidated by that, and they may not want to work with. She's very well polished on camera, and she's beautiful, and that might intimidate the heck out of somebody who wouldn't be comfortable working with her, and that's okay. My husband was in car sales, and he would show me cars, and they were hideous cars, and I'm like, you're not going to be able to sell that, and he says, there's an ass for every seat, and he was right. There was somebody who would come look at that car and fall absolutely in love with it because it was what they were looking for. So please don't underestimate how strong and powerful your story is. And if you just put your heart out there and be as genuine as you can be, and screw up and giggle and laugh and be you, somebody's going to love you to pieces and say, I want to work with that person. I promise you that. That's, I'm trying to work a little bit more on YouTube, and this weekend at Platinum Edge, Shalene Johnson talked about live streaming, which is a very scary thing. but it's kind of the way that social media is going, where people are being able to be live on Facebook and on Periscope and all these different apps. And she even mentioned, I mean, she's a very successful business person, but she does Smart Success, and she does Marketing Impact Academy. And this year alone, she was able to double what they've done in the past, because people that are on her Periscope instantly feel a connection with her and want to work with her and will buy $1,000 Smart Success ticket or $2,000 Marketing Impact Academy ticket, because they feel like they already know her and their friends. And that's no different than you. Then for you to get out there, to consider starting live streaming, be terrible at it. It's better than nothing. It's all about how you hashtag the stupid thing. Someone will find you. And if they feel like they know you in a 10-minute Periscope where you're talking about your own personal struggles and how you overcame them, they're going to buy that $140 challenge pack. They buy a $2,000 academy from Shalene just because they've watched her on Periscope. So you have lots of avenues of recruiting. Like I said, I'll recap real fast. I don't think you need to do that list and do the creepy MLM, hi, how are you? I have an amazing opportunity I would like to share with you email. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is make sure your posts are thought out, and you either, you really get somebody in the gut or the heart by asking them a very emotional question, relate to them, and then offer a solution and get them off your page so that you can start forming them and building relationships with them. Use your humor, give advice away for free, little workouts, little recipes, so people, when they see their name or see your name, they're going to know it's going to be a thought out post, not you heading to the grocery store to buy Band-Aids. And then to consider putting your face on YouTube just a little bit more, and that live streaming that is coming out that I would love to ignore. I would. I did a Periscope tonight, and it gave me hives. I'm just so uncomfortable with them. But I was at the very first PIO video I did, I was incredibly uncomfortable doing that too. So it just takes practice. But I know we probably have 5 minutes, so I just wanted to give you guys 6 minutes. There it is. If you guys had any questions for me that I could answer for you on recruiting or social media. I didn't go into detail about when someone reaches out to me what I do. That's probably a whole nother 40 minutes. But I ask them so many questions that they finally catch on. Why are you asking me so many questions? That's the trick, is you ask as many questions as you can until they tell you how you can give them a solution. So you just keep asking them, about their family and what they do for a living and what they do for fun, that kind of a thing. And eventually they will tell you, my husband works 7 days a week. There's your trigger, how would you like to have a little more free time? You just have to keep asking questions until you hear how Beachbody can help them overcome that struggle. It works every time.
That's excellent information. If anybody has any questions, we have about 5 minutes left, so please feel free to unmute yourself and ask Melissa anything. We're really lucky to have her, especially this late in the evening. So go for it.
Monica does.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Which is good to see you again.
You too.
What do you tell your coaches as far as how often to post on Facebook, as far as the free content value versus how often to invite or do those call to action posts? Perfect.
You, in my opinion, on your like page, if you're trying to build a like page, the more the better. It takes work to build a like page. So you really want to post at least once a day. Your personal page, I wouldn't do it every day if it can't be good content. I would do it every other day or every 2 or 3 days. Same with Instagram. It doesn't have to be every day. My Instagram, when I don't post, the numbers go up, believe it or not. When I post, I lose followers. I don't get it, but it's the truth. And so like page every day or as often as you can. Your personal page and Instagram, if you're building that, doesn't need to be every day. Just make them really good posts. And of course, you want to do it at the times of your target market. If it's a stay-at-home mom, probably around nap time is a good time. If it's a business person, early in the morning or late at night is a really good time. So know your target market and post when they will be able to see them.
And that's all posts, or they're called the call to actions?
All of them.
Okay.
And please post confidently. When you post about a challenge group directly, because you need to do that every once in a while, not very often, or you post about the coaching opportunity, I want you to puff your chest out and to be so proud to post about what you can offer people, and don't for a second sound like you're apologizing for it. Put it out there and talk about what a life change it's been for you and the people that have decided to join you, and post it almost arrogantly. I want it to be, because that's what people need. They're looking for a leader, and you need to act like a leader. When you post those kind of things, it needs to be big and bold and in your face. I am offering you an incredible chance to change your life. You know, do you need more time? Do you need more income? You want to get in shape, and at the same time, build financial freedom for your family. I have the answer for you, and be proud and bold about it, and unapologetic. Don't make it a boring post. This is a big deal.
It's a good question about awkward.
Does anybody else have any other questions that they want to ask?
I have one. I don't know how to word it, but I'm an Emerald coach, trying so hard to get to Diamond. And Beachbody has changed my life. You know, I've lost weight. I have friends. I love having this little thing that's mine away from the kids.
Yes, ma'am.
But I don't have not even close of the financial gain. So when I guess I feel like I can't say that because I haven't gone through it. So how do
have you been a coach?
A year.
Okay. You share the successes of the coaches, you know, your uplines. You know, you share their success financially if they specifically ask for that. But that's not what this is about, the financial success. So don't feel like you have to talk about that at all. It wouldn't have mattered to me when I joined. I didn't care about how much money I could have made at all. It was about the community that I was going to be surrounded with. So don't feel like you have to. And if somebody asks about the financial gains, then talk about your star upline and how they did it. You know, you're still new in this business, and say, let's do this together. Let's get to where she's at together, because I'm going to definitely go there. Come with me. Otherwise, what you said, those bullet points, that's what people want to hear. I promise.
Okay.
Shouting from the rooftop. You're welcome.
All right, we have under a minute. So before we get cut off, because that is exactly what it's going to do, I want to thank Melissa very, very, very much. Although I wasted the first 5 minutes thinking
10.
you weren't here.
It was 10.
Great.
I love you.
I wanted to thank you very much for taking time out of your evening and after your other team calls. So thank you very much. And we appreciate it. And hopefully we will invite you back and you'll be able to accept again.
Absolutely. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. The meeting's going to end.
Eventually.